Gal Friedman. I was born in Haifa, Israel, and I've spent a good portion of my life in Tel Aviv and San Francisco.
Okay, and our project is about Jewish renewal in a way. And I wanted to ask you, what did you think of Judaism while you were growing up?
I'm kind of a sentimental, family-oriented guy, so I loved holidays and Judaism. I think gives really good reasons for families and friends to come together and celebrate, which is wonderful. As to the religious aspect, I was never drawn to it. I certainly was not brought up like that. I had a bit of a hard time actually with Judaism when I was 13 and a half, but I'm guessing we're going to get there later. But it's linked to what brought me to do what I do today, which is I think what brought us to do this interview together.
Okay. Was it related with your bar mitzvah?
No, it was related to my my father passed away when I was very young, and my brother and I went to say Kaddish in a synagogue, and it was a very bad experience. Both because I felt that the people in the synagogue were not what I had thought a Jewish behavior is, which is very embracing and accepting and close and supportive. I didn't get that, and also for an Israeli youngster to read the Kaddish, understand the words, but to not know the meaning is very difficult, because it seems to a 13 and a half year old boy, it seems like you're saying thank you for your father being taken away. And because I had no one to kind of help me understand what it is that we do and why do we do it, I took it to my own interpretation that made me feel it was a tough thing to feel from your religion, culture, people's stories.
Wow, but it sounds like what you're doing now is really letaken olam. It's really repairing this very hard moment with your own creative project. Is that correct?
Yes, very much so. I was lucky to 10 years later work with a phenomenal Jewish community in the Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, in a summer camp called Camp Tawonga. It's in Yosemite Park, and I've found there really tremendous form of Judaism that is very friendly and curious and offers really good thoughts and questions and songs and stories and celebrations that allowed me to open up and experience my own heritage in a way that I feel comfortable with. And so today I feel strong enough about these things that I can now help others. I think secular people need permission, mostly from themselves, but they need to be encouraged to enjoy Judaism and to search within it. And I'm speaking mostly about Israelis. To search within Judaism without feeling like, wow, I'm going religious or something. And so Shabbat TLV is doing part of what we do, is that, the big part, to help people get to know their story.
Why do you think that they are so afraid, and how do you think Shabbat Yilvi is helping secular Jews in Israel overcome their fear and get to Judaism in a less frightening way? Right?
That's two very big questions you just asked. I'll start with why I think we're afraid is because it's many reasons, but two main ones, as I understand and have experienced myself, is number one, we are the most orthodox secular people in the world. This is how Israeli society is being kind of taken care of religiously by the rabbis. And so you meet Judaism and a certain type of Judaism, you meet it everywhere. And the things, it does two things. Things that you don't like, you push away, and it even helps people think like, I don't need to look inside Judaism because it's everywhere. I'm Jewish, which actually, and quite, wouldn't go as far as saying it sadly, but it's unfortunate that because Israel is a Jewish place, it makes non-religious people not bother to look within their own heritage. That's one. Number two, I think a lot of the ways in which secular people get Judaism is through politics. That is a very bad place to take your Judaism. It's mostly arguments and bickering, and governments fall apart or coalitions fall apart, and extortion.
So if it's not politics and it's not the religious, how do you call them? Organization or whatever, it could be the rabbinate. What's the way you are using to show Judaism?
So you're talking about Shabbat Yilvi now?
Mm-hmm.
How do we do that? I gotta tell you, it's interesting. Our vision is to help non-religious young Israelis experience their Jewish heritage as a source of pride and joy, and not a burden, which is what most secular people, or a lot of them, feel. And how we do that is a little bit, we started a little bit treating the target audience, the 24 to 35-year-old non-religious young Israelis, to treat them very carefully. I say it jokefully, but I'm guessing in some of the cases it's true. It's as if they were traumatized, and we need to carefully and with a lot of patience, and need to show them the good sides and things that, because secular people have pushed alongside the things that we do not disagree, which is fine. You don't need to agree with everything. It's such a huge world of content. But alongside that, we've pushed everything that is wonderful about Judaism and that we can totally enjoy. And so we started with celebrating. So we created these celebrations that have a 5-musician ensemble, and we've taken small but very meaningful portions of prayers and brought music from all over the world, really fun and funky and uplifting, rock and roll and gospel and soulful music, and a little bit of Beatles and arabesque, a little bit of Eastern music, and we help eliminate that